Television is a big part of our lives. From watching your favorite movies to starting one series and now it's 3 a.m. and everything feels questionable. We all love watching TV, but did you ever stop to wonder what was the first TV like? No? Well, either way, let me take you down a winding path full of unexpected battles that almost killed television. We start with John Baird, a Scottish engineer who showed people in 1926 how moving pictures could be transmitted, proving that television was even possible in the first place. Although crude, the results were still impressive. One journalist even reported that the images were faint and often blurred, but substantiated a claim that through the televisor it is possible to transmit and reproduce instantly the details of movement and even the play of expression on the face. Also, subscribe to the channel. Baird achieved this using a system called mechanical television. But what exactly was mechanical television? And how did it actually work? Mechanical television worked by physically scanning an image line by line. At the heart of the system was a spinning metal disc, punctured with a spiral of holes. Each hole sat slightly lower than the last, so as the disc rotated, it swept across the scene from top to bottom, one line at a time. The subject stood in near total darkness, while an extremely bright light shined through the rotating disc. What the viewers actually saw was small and blurry, but it did mark a beginning of a new medium. A moving image transmitted through the air, built mechanically at somebody's home. But mechanical TVs were riddled with problems. The screen was tiny, the pictures were blurry, and to make it work, subjects had to sit in total darkness and be blasted by blinding lights. And even if all of that worked, the machines themselves were fragile and unscalable. And because of those unscalability concerns, in 1936, the British government decided to hold a competition to determine which TV type was superior, mechanical or electronic, sparking what I like to call it, the Battle of TVs. The year 1936. In Studio A, electronic TV. In Studio B, mechanical TV. The two competed head-to-head for 3 months. While the battle was fierce, the electronic TV proved to be vastly superior to the mechanical TV, offering more flexibility and better environment for the actors. So we have seen that the electronic TV is better. But what is it? And who invented it? Let's talk about. In Idaho, a young farmer called Philo Farnsworth was fascinated by the idea of transmitting moving pictures. And while he was reading science journals, he found out about electrons. Electrons are subatomic particles that move back and forth thousands of times per second, but Philo needed a way to control them. So in 1927, Philo invented the image dissector. To put it simply, the image dissector sees the outside world through a glass lens. Light enters through the lens, is converted to electrons. Then the electrons are captured by a small detector so that they could be transmitted line by line to recreate the original image. But Farnsworth wasn't the only one thinking of electronic TVs, because at the same time, Vladimir Zworykin built his invention, the iconoscope. The iconoscope also used electrons like the image dissector, but unlike the image dissector, the iconoscope did not require an incredible amount of light, making it better commercially. Alright, so we have two inventors with the same idea, both racing to patent it. That kicked off what I like to call the electronic TV patent showdown. I know, not the greatest title, but I make videos, not titles. But first, let's talk about RCA. RCA was a massive American broadcasting company. At the time, they only did radio, but the company saw a future in television and even offered Philo $100,000 for his image dissector patent. But Philo refused, and with that, the battle began. RCA, a massive company with an army of lawyers, sued Philo, a lone inventor from a farming family. The battle was rough. RCA claimed that Zworykin's idea was first and even won 2 rounds. But Philo prevailed and eventually won the battle, cementing himself as the founding father of television. But the victory was Pyrrhic. Just because his idea was first doesn't mean that it was better. The iconoscope still required less amount of light, making it better commercially. And just as we thought the wars were over, the world had other plans. No, I am not doing a title card for World War II. World War II interrupted the development of television. In the US, some broadcasting continued, but the manufacture and sales of sets were stopped. And in England, all broadcasting and TV manufacturing ceased until the end of the war. After the war ended, TVs experienced a post-war boom. Not literally. Many advances in TVs were made. Bigger screens, better resolution and sound, and content was easier to produce. Just to show you a timeline, in 1946, only a few stations were on the air, and broadcasting hours were very limited. In 1949, there were 4.2 million TV homes, and in 1953, half of American homes had television. So, those were the battles that shaped television. After that, screens became bigger and TVs became thinner. And with that, enjoy some ridiculous and cute early post-war TVs. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.